line. Can you see... what the fuck?
Strong start.
Can you see what's wrong with this picture? I punched him. I'm no lawyer. Running hose. Those are our
Jesus
top
Christ.
stories.
Thank
hey
you
guys, welcome to Newz N Brewz. I want to thank the Academy for that speech that I butchered.
Yeah, our host, Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Reed really speaking with confidence over here.
I was gonna try and quote a line, but I don't know enough lines in that movie.
I may be slow, but I know what love is. I don't know if that's a line. I'm from Louisiana,
I
though.
may not be smart, but I know what love is.
We have kids on our back porch. Mom usually just chases them off with a broom.
Anyway, guys, I'm Reed. I'm your host. I'm your temp host this evening. And we got
I'm Braden.
my boy.
I'm your sub-captain. I don't know.
Aye.
I'm your stewardess.
And I'm Cody. I'm phoning it in tonight.
Yeah.
Real hard.
Right.
You're going to feel it. It's going to be...
Tonight we are drinking some of Belgium's finest.
I don't think this is made in Belgium.
The big-ass Belgian. Well, no, it's probably not. It's probably made in, Milwaukee or something.
We got Blue Moon.
Milwaukee.
We got Blue Moon, and we got some Miller High Life over there.
We're still repping the champagne.
I was about to say, I was trying to remember the joke you made about that.
This is made in Colorado.
Yeah, there we go.
Condescending. It's just so
Fucking
dumb.
Colorado, man. That's goddamn cultural appropriation right there. It's fucking Colorado.
What are you talking about?
Fucking making craft beers from other countries, foods from other countries.
I love Colorado.
Fucking selling weed to a bunch of stoners working in restaurants that smoke weed and then go to other restaurants.
Yeah.
It's a whole fucking
Their
circle.
economy works, dude. They have it. I think they got it right.
They got a whole self-sustaining economy.
It's so self-sustaining.
They give out Colorado bucks and then
Well, they're helping out other states too because people, all of our friends will move there. So, oh yeah, I can get a job. I can smoke weed all the time. But now all the jobs are gone. So it's they're all homeless. So it's Colorado doesn't have to help them. And where they came from, it's it's one less person for us to take care of.
I think that's what's going on in Hawaii.
They're
That's
all
why all
just
the
congregating
natives.
to Colorado and they're all just dying.
and they're getting a vicious marijuana addiction and then just dying in the streets of homelessness.
What's that thing that's making people if you smoke every day of the month you get slightly sick? Because I've never smoked that much.
What?
You know what I'm talking about? People keep talking about oh my
I'm
god.
pretty sure Cody's done that before.
Wait. What's the thing?
It's you get nauseous and horribly sick and shit if you smoke every single day.
How nauseous and how sick and how often?
I don't.
Do you have a monthly weed period where you're just nauseous for a week, or
I guess I don't know what the hell.
or just every time you smoke, you're just yeah,
Bleh. Yeah, you become a fucking weed vampire. Yeah,
You're the
that's how it
vampire
works.
from Futurama.
Bleh. No, I don't know. I'm just quoting what I saw from some shitty headline.
I mean, if you get high every single day and you happen to get nauseous one of those days,
Cody, if you can't trust Fox News headlines, what can you trust?
the CNN headline.
No, I've been watching a lot of To Catch a Predator recently, though. That's some fucking fun
Do you know
shit.
whose headlines you can trust? Newz N Brewz.
There you go.
Good point.
We research our stuff before we tell you our stuff.
Fair and balanced, yeah. Oh.
We don't type in Google weird news to find our articles for the evening.
See, I use odd news, but yeah, that's just me.
I use strange news. See, we're getting all angles here.
Next week we can explore obtuse news.
Yeah. Oh man, there's probably some gems in there. Fucking
Obtuse news.
What are we toasting to tonight, boys?
That would be a good name for our show. Anyway, what are we toasting to?
I think Newz N Brewz.
I'll let to the continuance.
Let's toast to ourselves.
We're toasting to ourselves.
It's our 20-something episode.
Is it? Is this our
This
20th?
is number 19.
Okay.
Fuck, I was close.
Just legal enough.
Let's do
To
porn.
being just legal enough. Just a tip.
Just the tip.
Just a tip. Okay, who wants to start out? Who wants to start the night with the topic? Me. Great, thanks, guys.
Okay,
That's
cool,
awesome.
cool.
That's awesome.
I'm glad we came to it.
Okay. Okay, man sentenced to 47 years in prison reacts by punching his lawyer.
I would too.
Was he handcuffed?
Authorities in Cuyahoga County, Ohio, are now filing additional charges against defendant.
Who told you how to say that?
I think he just went full gump on
did
it.
you just luck out on that, or is that like a voice coach?
Did I really get it right?
It sounded right.
Where the fuck is that?
Cuyahogha.
I can't spell words visually.
Cuyahoga.
Is that California?
No, it's Ohio.
Milwaukee.
A man in Ohio was understandably not happy when he was sentenced to 47 years in prison. However,
what was he sentenced for? Do we know
let me
this?
get that. Nearly 2 dozen charges.
2 dozen
including
charges?
assaulting his girlfriend and setting fire to a Warrensville Heights apartment building in 2017.
I've fucking done that.
So this guy punches
On
people
accident.
anyways.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's his thing. He's just a violent person.
But it said,
He just punches all of his problems.
however,
What
his
a
first
smart guy.
reaction probably didn't help his case. He immediately sucker punched his lawyer.
It doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah, that's everybody knows that. Like,
Yeah, like that's your case is done. Like honestly, punching your lawyer will probably get you less time. I
you
think
can punch lawyers. I think that's
Actually,
probably allowed.
Literally, the quote
a
is,
jury probably knocks some years off for that.
it was pretty fun, Brockler, the lawyer himself said, who had a small cut in his face.
It was the lawyer was into it. He was like, "Yeah,
that
this
was
is fucking
pretty
awesome."
fun.
Beat me, yes. In the law room and in the bedroom.
I didn't even have to pay a woman.
The timing
this
of the
time.
punch was bad in a number of ways, including the fact that Brockler, the lawyer, was about to tell this guy he would see what options he might still have.
Oh my god! You know what would have been amazing if he landed that punch the same time the gavel came down? Oh, that would have been sick.
It'd be like The Bitch and the Hammer by Cooper.
This guy just keeps talking. This guy just keeps talking. It's great. I turned to him because I was about to tell him that I will come and meet with him privately to see if there was anything we could do to reduce the sentence. But before I could even open my mouth, I just heard a swoosh sound. All I remember was waking up on the floor underneath the table.
Have you
You
guys?
get knocked the fuck out.
Have you guys ever like not came in like 2 months and then you can just hear your balls swish? You just hear that swish sound every time you walk.
You know that's how you get to testicular cancer, right?
Yeah, dude, I'm going for it.
By not going off.
Yeah.
You gotta go off, dude.
Sometimes just to get the primal out.
It's healthy, dude. Yeah, primal.
Yeah, you're gonna be like.
Tastes creamier than I remember.
Yeah, you let it build up, you're gonna be thinking crazy, dude. Man, it can't.
There was this video that my friend showed me. There's no way it could be true. This guy apparently who had never like gone off before, he had like this giant sack.
He probably just had elephantitis, dude.
And he went off and it was just like.
I don't think that's how that happens.
No, I don't know.
It's like it's like Dragon Ball Z when he's saving the spirit bomb. You can just keep saving for as long.
Keep saving.
Make it bigger and bigger.
You know, I have a PhD in cough-like studies, but I don't have a PhD in PhDs or PhBs, so, you know.
As a man who nicks his nutsack every time he shaves, I'd say that, you know, there is a difference.
Who Nixon's?
There's a difference in size depending on the day.
Just put a one guard.
You gotta specify.
What is that?
Like for like when you like trim your beard, you know, like you have the.
No, I do that. I still nick myself.
You gotta specify. It's either because one Nix's is not a word. Nix.
I said Nix.
But I heard
Stevie Nicks.
I heard Nixon's. Nixon's my ball sack. So what does that mean? What is that? Let's dissect that phrase. To Nixon your ball sack.
You get them impeached? I don't know.
You get those peaches impeached?
I'm trying to get him impeached, man. That's the whole deal.
You commit political espionage
With your balls. That's very possible.
Officer, it's my balls, I swear. I'm not a crook.
Oh my god,
You're not a crook.
we're so fucking rusty because we haven't done this for a week.
I'm laughing. Anyway, good story. I mean, that was just
That was a good story.
That was a zinger. I
It's a
just
good
had to
primer.
throw that one.
Good primer. You can get it.
It's a good lead up into my story.
It's a good cradle of the balls.
Yes. So we're gonna go over to my story here,
Okay.
and before I say this, I just want to say, drugs and Girl Scout cookies, although
They usually mix.
definitely not mutually exclusive by any means, but not mutually inclusive. So, I'm kind of agitated by this headline, but, whatever. Man who bought $540 worth of Girl Scout cookies is arrested.
I saw this, but what the fuck? I just saw the headline.
Yeah, all right, so Greenville, South Carolina, so we're already dealing with the cream of the crop here, just like that burp. And a South Carolina man had bought 120 boxes of Girl Scouts to help the Scouts escape the cold.
120 boxes of Girl Scouts?
Yeah, they were outside of a store.
Compact Girl Scouts, you say.
There's one girl per box. He just has a lot of.
What a chip.
The charges are completely unrelated. This is a U.S. Drug Enforcement, DEA, as they call them, and
fucking shit
in the
narcs
inner circles,
is what we call them here. But
fucking pussies.
yeah,
Fight real crime. But like the cartels and stuff that make money from drugs.
go get shot by cartel members. Yeah,
But he was arrested in a sting they had done on trying to import drugs such as cocaine and fentanyl. Ironically, eating up 120 boxes of fucking Girl Scout cookies,
yeah.
you would just be, doing weed or whatever.
They say what kind?
I mean, my dad just.
What?
They say what kind he got?
The Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah.
Like all of them, dude. You got 120 boxes.
Yeah,
I would have done
you get every time.
I would have done 120 of
it was like,
Thin Mints, dude.
he's
That's
like,
all I need.
when you see him outside like a store or something, they just got like a big ass folding table full
I
of
got a
them.
few the other day.
Yeah, you just buy them like straight from them, so
You can buy my dad buys 3 boxes, like the big boxes, every single year. But he's
Yeah.
just trying to eat himself to death. He's not doing drugs.
everyone's got a vice.
Yeah.
Some have drugs, some have beer. Some
God, picked up so bad. Sound like
it's the hammer drinkers. But
sound like a brick.
so yeah, these Girl Scouts are out here slanging cookies just like he slangs drugs. So it's it's really the same thing. If you
I
think
see those
about
little
it.
sluts, dude. They're pulling up their skirts trying to fucking sell cookies
Yeah,
better. I
they're
see
still-
this shit.
Shame. For shame. For
There's-
shame.
Yeah, they're selling high cholesterol rates. They're
I
selling.
don't think they give high cholesterol. I don't know what cholesterol is. Do we know what cholesterol is?
They're selling clogged arteries.
People.
He's selling overdoses. Like same thing. Same
Yeah.
fucking thing. But yeah, he was coming out the store, saw these Girl Scouts, was like, damn, it's cold outside. These Girl Scouts out here in the cold selling these cookies. Oh, I'll buy all these fucking cookies because I'm a drug dealer. Here's my money, guys. Make it rain.
I don't understand what the relevance of the Girl Scout cookies is when he got arrested for something completely different.
Well, I mean, based on how many he bought.
I guess it was like, and see, they didn't catch his name. They had no idea what the fuck who this guy was. They just thought oh, this is cool. They probably posted it on social media.
Just
And
call
then,
him the Schmeckel.
and then I think he got arrested right after.
The
And
first
there's
Jewish drug dealer.
yeah, let's see.
Schmeckle.
Yeah, they had arrested him right after, for not that day, but later in the week, and he still had enough boxes in the car that they were
He's just driving around with them in the fucking back seat.
They're just piled up to the brim of the ceiling. He can't even see out the back. He's just
That's why he got pulled over.
He had 120 boxes, even if it's 40 inside the house. It's still fucking.
How many boxes did he buy? 120?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that-
Jesus Christ.
Those would pile up to the top of that car. He would not be able to see.
Yeah, see, the man's name was Dedrick, 46-year-old Dedrick Lee McGowan, also
That's
known
strange.
as Fat.
That's a fucking horrible
His
nickname.
street name was Fat.
But I mean, he did
Wait,
just
wait,
buy.
fact or fat?
Fat.
He did just
FAT.
buy 120
Like a fat bastard.
boxes.
Like a fat motherfucker.
He just bought 120 boxes of Girl Scout
Yeah.
cookies. So
Like
yeah.
a fat bitch.
Okay. All right.
Like a fatty go to
okay.
fucking
All right.
Golden Corral.
Christ.
Right.
But yeah, his nickname was Fat. Ongoing investigation. They asked the Girl Scout troop about it, they traced it back to them, and they're like,
What do you mean they traced it back to them?
They were
the
like-
boxes?
well, it's 120 boxes. Whoever he bought that from made a shit ton of money.
Are the police going to try to take that back?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, it's scummy as shit.
I mean, they're going to seize his assets. He gave his assets to them. Now he has cookies. They're going to seize his cookies.
Yeah, even
Fat
trade.
fucks. But, yeah, they're just like, he was just a guy who seemed pretty nice and bought a bunch of cookies so we could go home early.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He gives back to his community. I think this is a good guy, even though
Unlike
he
these
sells fentanyl.
DEA agents. Oh, he sells fentanyl. I missed that part.
Yeah, cocaine and fentanyl.
Well, is he just gonna lace that? He's just repurposing all these Girl Scout cookies.
I don't know if it's cocaine and fentanyl. He might be, honestly. Who knows? Damn, wouldn't that be something?
Is it?
Girl Scout cookies with opiates in them? Like, that's the most addictive substance known to man. Right
Yeah,
there.
that does sound pretty.
That's a fucking dangerous combination.
I couldn't even not buy Girl Scout cookies when they're at the mall. So.
Dude, if I see him outside the store, I'm gonna fucking jump on that shit like Fat Albert on a fucking buffet, man.
I'm gonna jump on that like Cosby and an unwilling woman. I'm gonna jump on. Isn't the cardinal for the Catholic Church and the small boy? Isn't that's
Yeah.
topical?
That's very topical.
There we go.
Well, that needs to be super topical. I think more people need to talk about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost like they just brushed it under the rug. Reed, you know about this?
It is Southern Baptism,
It's also
Presbyterian, non-denominational.
no, it's Catholic,
What the
Wait,
fuck are you guys?
who?
Your church.
Oh, non-denominational.
non-God denominational, like not.
God,
We're non-God church.
non-godminational.
Well,
Praise the God for whom we don't believe in.
Jesus Christ.
calm down, Braden. Calm down. It's all right. You can come to the church.
Yeah, Brandon,
It's
calm
fine.
down and tell your fucking stories. You're up next, bitch.
All right, well, here's a little story. Firefighters
About
run
a lovely lady
once,
who
twice.
had-
Whose
who had
leg
three
was
lovely
that?
girls.
What are you talking about?
The Brady Bunch theme song.
I never watched the Brady Bunch, despite my name.
All of them with bush.
I just didn't
shuckles.
watch it because
Wait,
Like
why
their
would they?
mother.
because of my name.
What part of your name has the Brady Bunch?
Brady. There was
That's a stretch, man.
No. It was made constantly. Trust
That's
me.
a fucking
It was
stretch.
made. It was made.
The Braden bunch.
Yeah.
The Braden Bunch.
That's why I also didn't shave my pubes for years.
Here's
So
the
they look like
story.
Elsa's head.
Yeah.
Here's the story of a lovely Braden who had 2 dads and 2 moms.
Hey, that's true. But they were both same sex marriages. A lesbian, 2 lesbian moms and 2 gay dads.
It was two people who got married to lie to each other to get a kid. Then they fucking went to their respective gay spouses.
That's what I love about the show is that
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just the idea. That it made perfect sense, but it was just so silly.
It's so stupid.
It sounds like so much work. We got all these perfectly good children that people throw out. You know.
Yeah.
You know?
I just love how they just how back in that time they didn't explain the backstory. So where are the ex-spouses? Are they gone? Are they?
Is that how the Brady Bunch worked?
Yeah, because the
I don't know.
mom had 3 girls and the dad had 3 boys, and they just came together.
It was around Vietnam, right?
Oh, they probably just died.
I don't know.
Yeah, just like
Where'd the maid come from? Is she just a family friend?
She was draft dodging shit. That was actually Robin Williams in
they
draft.
had.
She was
alright,
she was deporting dodging.
The maid was a necessity, dog. Both the parents worked, good ass jobs, and then they had fucking 6 kids.
What were their jobs?
I think the dad was an architect, and the
Is that a
mom
good job?
was a real estate agent.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Is architect a good job?
Yeah,
I feel like it's hard to get an
Yeah.
actual job as an architect, though.
I mean, you might just be drafting bullshit, or just You just draw up blueprints. And
You
shit.
just draw blueprints of like how to rebuild Vietnam.
The problem is it's not like
it's
being
a lot of CAD work. It's a lot of
being an
digital computer
architect
shit.
is not like an engineer where it's like you can just do mundane stuff and make money. Like architects are all passionate and want to like design their own things. So like yeah, you
So
can
it's
get
less autistic,
you can get a good
is what you're saying.
good job as an architect like doing stuff that's like
But you also have to
boring.
keep in mind,
But
like-
but they're all passionate and want to like have a big job. So it's like they're more like musicians, if you will, where it's like I want to do the thing in my genre.
But they also have to keep in mind, like,
Just
weight
sell out.
capacities and like earthquakes and plane hijackings and whatnot.
It's like those bridges back in the day that always used to collapse. Do you remember that on
Yeah,
the
it's
news?
like-
It was like, oh, those are made well. The double-decker bridges that just fucking collapsed and killed a lot of people. That's not funny.
Architects, we gotta think about load bearing shit. Like building your skyscraper with steel beams because jet fuel can't melt it.
Yeah, like a lower back. Got to be load bearing. Anyways,
Yeah, what's your story?
I was just thinking, like, yeah, man, fucking my lower back's always taking all this weight and shit. But I was like, wait, wait.
Firefighters run hose through illegally parked vehicle. So essentially, this motherfucker parked like right in front of a hydrant. So they just fucking took out his two of his windows and ran the hose.
I mean,
through.
they got the jaws of life. They could have just cut the car in half, but you should lucky he just got away with windows.
Well, he got away with the windows. They also towed and gave him a citation.
Yeah, dude.
So they fucked this car up, towed it. So, good for them.
And then they posted about it on their fucking Twitter page. So
Fire department?
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna
as they
lie,
should.
if I'm gonna be in and out, I've parked in a handicap spot before. Because fuck them, there's not that many goddamn cripples in the world.
There's a lot.
There's a lot, but some of them are fat fuckers who get handicap stickers, and they just need to walk anyways. Fat bastards.
I'm not gonna comment. I don't like to wade into the controversy.
What?
Oh. Dude, it's another thing.
You don't want to add weight to the.
add weight to the.
You know what?
Cody, I can't stand your ableist slang
You know what?
because
All right.
I can't stand.
Here's my whole thing.
That
I'm
was
gonna
weak.
make a goddamn stand
You
real
tried.
fast. I've parked in a handicap spot every now and then. I've parked away in just a random tow-away zone for no reason.
For no reason.
I mean, no, I didn't park there for no reason, but the tow-away zone was just like, oh, tow-away, just because it's like, the side of a building.
Yeah.
What the fuck does it matter?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in and out in fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But a fire hydrant,
even
like
still,
if I park in a fucking handicap spot, no one's gonna die because I parked in that handicap spot.
True.
If you park in front of a fire hydrant, someone might die.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I could see somebody like trying to crawl desperately like to where
I
they're
just
trying
love
to go.
how some
I
places
just gotta
like
mail this.
there's some places like fast food places and stuff that like they place their handicap spots in very weird places that don't really make it more convenient. It's just like, hey, here's a handicap spot.
We have it. We have to do
It's
this
here.
legally.
It's here. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Yeah. No, I mean they should definitely have ramps, but
Like half pipe ramps?
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope. It'd be sick.
I mean, I'm not gonna park long term in a handicap spot. If it's like an apartment, it's like an
Just-
apartment
just-
complex. Like,
Look,
I'm
just
not
pull
gonna-
a Braden and park in Taco Bell, like kind of halfy park in one,
Yeah, just-
halfy,
just
and then,
park
and
in
halfy
the-
park on the curb.
Just park in the flower bed. Fuck it.
Park in Sarah's front yard.
I'll keep it.
It's a generic name.
It could be anybody.
Yeah. All those generic Sarahs out there.
The statute of limitations. I mean, they got.
I don't think there was this, any statute. I just, as long as I don't get caught, I don't think it fucking matters.
I mean, it was assumed, but it's fine.
Did you? So the story, that's pretty much it though.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy who got towed.
I just imagine them being like, Claire. Because that hose is heavy.
They just shoot like a harpoon
It would
through the
straight
windows.
shoot. Even if a guy threw it, it would just go straight through.
Dude, I've seen a car fire before, man. And when they put the hose, when they hit the car with the hose, it's just like a ping a car shouldn't make. Like someone hit the engine block with a baseball bat. It's fucking loud.
So the water's that intense that
It makes like a ping sound, dude. Like it sounded like someone hitting a can with a baseball bat.
So if you shot the water at a window, it'd probably just be gone.
Probably.
Oh, I mean that's the point of them.
Yeah.
Is to shoot through windows so they can get inside the building.
God, can you imagine how much fun that would be? Like, oh, where's the fucking evidence that I did this? There's no what, water? A bunch of water in your house?
I just
that could
love
be from anywhere.
I remember I watched that crap movie when I was a kid, the Little Rascals movie.
Oh yeah,
And
with the fucking
the
fire
kid had the
hose.
fire hydrant. It was all crappy. He was like, whoa! Like it wasn't even like going crazy. It was like a snake being charmed. It was like,
Yeah, that was the worst.
He's like, whoa!
And their hideout still burned to the ground.
That's so great that like just their parents.
What are we talking about?
The
Little
Little
Rascals.
movie.
I
The
don't watch
parents
that.
don't care
Seriously?
about the parents don't care about their kids so much. Like they basically just like a house burned down and like they could have died and like the parents are just like, well,
They don't even know where their kids are. Are you kidding me?
yeah.
I got a blowjob to while watching that movie one time. It was really weird and uncomfortable.
At least it wasn't to Shawshank.
Yes, you should,
That's
you should
true.
see what Reed did during the Shawshank Redemption. He ate ass.
Tried to.
Wait. Reed was about to learn that day.
But then the little sister came down the stairs. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
Reed fought the good fight. Sometimes the good fight ain't good enough.
God, that's such a good movie though.
It is.
That and like Goodfellas is definitely my favorite movie, but
I
Shawshank's
can't
up
get behind that.
Really?
I just keep imagining Ray Liotta is just a
What? What movie?
Goodfellas.
Oh, dude, that movie's awesome.
You don't like Goodfellas?
It just seemed very like Godfather ripoff.
No, it's better than Godfather.
It gets really quick in a lot of spots, though.
It's better than Godfather.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot better than Godfather.
Ah.
Especially.
I mean, Godfather is a great.
I'm gonna do the
but-
Italian thing. Ah.
Are we counting Godfather as like the whole trilogy? Because
No. Like
Godfather 2 was fucking dog shit, wasn't it?
All right,
No, three
Or no,
was
three was shit.
bad.
3 was shit.
Number 1, number 2 were dope.
Like Godfather 1, it was a good movie, but it's longer than it should be.
It is long.
Oh, I understand.
I mean, it's more like an artistic
I understand
movie.
by not.
Goodfellas is just fucking
I understand by not understanding that. That's fine.
Yeah. No, I love good.
To be fair, I am the king of like loving movies that are really long and trilogy. Like, I mean, so I really can't get on board.
Like what?
I really can't. I'm very indifferent. Like I have a very specific like movie set that I like.
Yeah, I mean, I love
Porn.
Godfather. It's great.
3-hour porn trilogies. That is a long.
You
fetish.
just wish that Shawshank Redemption would last longer, so you can try to get your rocks off.
That girl's a kid now. That's
God, why isn't the tunnel that he's crawling through like longer? It's filled with shit.
Anyway, you have a sponsor, Cody?
Oh, dude, you know I got a sponsor. I got a sponsor that's so good that it's gonna fucking blow your fucking mind, man.
I'm gonna blow my fucking load right here.
Alright, so
Yeah.
as we all know, this podcast takes place in roundabout Coweta County.
Yeah, it's shitty.
Some could even say the county seat of Coweta County.
It takes place in a roundabout in Coweta County.
Yeah, let's just say it's like a shitty town called like Noonan or something.
Let's just say it's in a neighborhood called
Hypothetically
Strathmore.
speaking.
Yeah, as a local pop punk band once quoted, it's a shitty town. And so,
Literally every pop punk band.
to top off the shittiness, they bought a trolley. And so tonight our sponsor is City of Noonan.
Wait, is
Trolley
this
systems.
Is this real?
Yes, they paid us to advertise for them.
Fucking trolley.
I actually went out and scored a local advertiser.
You had to score with them first, obviously.
Oh, dude, it was a bitch, man.
Yeah, the application
fucking-
process.
Dude, the county clerk, god damn, she was a feisty fucking.
But shoot,
You said she was Asian?
we'll continue. I have something to add on to that. So
But yes, the Noonan Trolley. Are you drunk? Are you at the Alamo?
Probably.
Or insert other fucking bar here.
Are you getting tased in front of the Alamo? Like
Do you-
that one video?
Do you need to only go three blocks down the street from the Noonan Square? Well, you're in luck. The Noonan Trolley. Coming to a beer dispenser near you.
God, that sounds so annoying.
there actually was in Ashley Park. There was actually a trolley in there.
It's the City of Noonan trolley.
What do you mean
Just bought
trolley?
it.
Yeah, it got repurposed.
They paid a shit ton of money for it.
So it's just one trolley?
I think it goes up and down like that new fucking bypass they built.
When was there a trolley at Ashley Park?
I saw it the other day, I don't know, but it was like all fancy and like one from like California or something.
It's kind of greenish looking.
Yeah, green and
Yeah,
red.
that's the Noonan trolley.
Shut the fuck
That is their public transportation system.
On the back, it has like a license plate. It's like in Trawl.
And it's not like
In Trawl 69.
it's not like a railed trolley. It's just a bus, a decorative bus.
Oh man, can you imagine all the fun like local Noonan, just disgusting stuff that's happening on that trolley?
So
Are trolleys open? Like the San Francisco like trolley, right?
Yeah, people can see stuff in there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
come ride the City of Noonan's trolley. City of Noonan, fuck your money.
I just
I thought it was the city of Holmes.
I just imagine. Yeah, no.
They changed
that. They
it.
changed
It's fuck your money now.
They
See all these Annabelle Homes? Well, fuck your money.
you just you're like trying to court a girl by like obviously well intoxicated, leaving the Alamo.
Wait, court her or corn her?
Quarter, well both.
Well, yeah.
and
Well, no makes the corn one.
you slip the fucking trolley driver a 5. You're like, go extra slow. Let's make these 3 blocks last.
But see, if they got a bus, the thing is, if they got a bus, they would have to cross railroad tracks. And so they got trolleys. Now they have to go to the bad side of the tracks and just always stay on
Oh,
the good
good.
side.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
You want to stay away from
they
that.
thought about it, They really thought about it.
They're like, oh no,
It's just, it's
Zombieland
just such a random thing, but it's so ingenious.
Zombieland was filmed over there. We don't want to go over there. Our town is so fucking stupid.
So who's going next?
I'll go next.
Neat.
All right, 2 people arrested after buffet brawl over crab legs.
Buffet.
Witnesses
Did you say
said-
buffet? Because a Buffett brawl sounds much more like a Jimmy Buffett Jimmy Buffett concert fucking brawl.
Crab burger. Witnesses said diners were using service tongs like fencing swords.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No,
right
I'm
now?
serious. I just read
This is
that.
a fucking Onion.
No, it's Huffington Post.
Wait, they're
Oh
using
my
the
God.
tongs?
Yeah. Why not fist fighting? Like, just use the crab legs.
That sounds way more fun though.
Honestly, like if you see like the weapon your opponent has picked and it's tongs, it's like a fucking world's your oyster on picking a better goddamn weapon than that.
Like a pan or something. Like,
Or like go where do they cut the steak and just grab the fucking knife.
yeah, a knife, a
Well,
fork,
no,
a spoon.
That- you don't necessarily want to kill somebody. All right, just
Alright.
get the other pair of tongs and duel. This sounds fucking awesome.
Wait, side note, before I go into this, did y'all ever watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Oh yeah, oof, oof.
There was a special episode where these guys came into like the rooms and like killed
came in the rooms.
killed students, but they used spoons to like kill them. They used spoons.
Or they just scoop out
It was
the
a-
brains.
Something like that, but it was like a special extra long episode. But I remember it was like 3 like
I was about to say it's
It was
a
like-
special extra long spoon.
it was like 3 like demon things, and they came in like these like college dorms and like killed people with spoons. I remember this thing that was the funniest thing ever.
That is super.
I'll have to
fucking
Google
weird.
it afterwards. But anyway, Huntsville, Alabama police say a
Keep
dispute
it local.
over crab legs at a diner buffet.
Of course, it's
Dinner buffet ended in a brawl that left 2 people facing misdemeanor charges.
Reed, I'm gonna buy you
Wait.
hooked on phonics.
Wait, isn't
That's old stuff, man.
Space Camp in Huntsville?
Oh
Yes.
my god, yeah, I had a kid that always bragged to me when I was a kid about going to space camp there.
Oh my gosh,
It sucks.
that's the diners.
You
went?
The people there.
Oh, the fucking king over here going to space camp.
Like Madras did it. We were in 6th grade.
That's awesome, dude. Shit.
Yeah, it drove us out to Huntsville. They had like the things that spiral around. That was kind of cool.
Well, it was just like a field trip then. It wasn't like the full like.
I mean, we stayed for a night
Okay, fair enough.
or maybe 2 nights. I don't know. It sucked. It wasn't worth
Yeah, it
it.
does sound.
I would have rather have gone home that night.
Well, I just like the freeze dried ice cream and all that shit.
Yeah, all the fucking kids like that went to like stayed behind. They fucking just watched TV and then went home at night. Man, that would have been way better than Space Camp.
And that's the story. It's pretty much all I got. So keep going. Somebody please do something.
Okay. So I got one here. Unoccupied food truck explodes in Oregon parking lot. Oregon? Oregon?
Wait, an Oregon truck explodes in a food parking lot?
No, an Oregon a truck.
Oregon truck.
And it hauls Oregon.
It's like one of those tankers. You just throw a bunch of livers and hearts in it.
Oh, I was thinking like an actual like playable Oregon, like or Oregon.
No, I was thinking like an Oregon truck exploded. That'd be so brutal.
Speaking of playable organ, I got a playable organ. You know, you guys. Oh boy.
And skin flute.
Jesus Christ. The Eugene Springfield Fire Department said that the Buck food cart was parked outside of Ocean Brewing Public House.
Holy crap, Braden. It's like half a beer. Good.
What?
It's fine. You're slurring your words, man.
Oh no! Oh shit! I didn't know it was slurring. No, it's just fucking tongue twister. God damn it! So it exploded just before 8 a.m. on a Sunday.
Ooh.
So
was it just like their shady like noise generator just like fucking exploded?
well, no, it was apparently like there was some kind of like gas leak or some bullshit, but it just exploded and it was unmanned. Which you don't leave a food cart unmanned. Like who does that? Also, why you set up a
wait? Was it just unmanned at the time, or was it like a permanently unmanned food?
No,
truck?
it was unmanned at the time.
It's like a robot car with like a robot like thing that takes your orders and it just like spits out robot food.
Yeah.
It's like a mobile. It's like the vending machine from the MythBusters dude built. You know that shot up.
Oh yeah.
It's like that.
It
It shoots out fucking hamburgers at Fatty's.
It's more like the suicide booth in Futurama, honestly. But
that's all I was thinking about the whole time.
15 cents in that bitch real fast.
The cart was destroyed by the blast, but no one was injured. 3 nearby buildings were damaged, and apparently it caused a shockwave so like strong that all the taps in the business, like the brew house, like sprayed beer all over the fucking bar.
Oh, there's so much pressure from the air, fucked up the
It
kicks.
seems like but yeah, so I don't know. It just looked fucking awesome. I got to watch the video. I'm just like, hell yeah, because there's so much wreckage from this tiny food cart. So
What kind of food did they serve?
buck goose.
They sold butt goose.
It's called.
Why is it buttfuck goose now?
It's buck food cart. I don't know what kind of food they sell.
Buck goose would be so good.
Maybe it's just deer
Is it
meat.
deer
You
meat?
can't sell deer meat legally.
Maybe it was just like a mobile meth lab explosion.
Oh my god, that's almost like
Just like that Audio Dose song.
that hit song from like 8 years ago.
Yeah, that Audio Dose wrote.
Yeah, it's a classic, instant classic. 8 years
In
ago.
LA, dude.
Yeah, everyone should go on fucking YouTube or Bandcamp, look up Audio Dose and listen to them. You know.
I
But
forgot
first, you need to
Bandcamp
look up
exists.
you need to look up According to Legend, because we're going places.
Is there still a page for the?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ!
The Suffersome page is still up and floating around.
Why? I don't even have a Facebook.
Don't worry, you don't have to. It's on MySpace.
Good. Oh, good.
Yeah, we paid that one chick money.
God, we can't afford that.
And she became a famous artist.
Is she really?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, Mathilde Brown.
Yeah. Well, no, I remember her name, but I didn't know she like was.
Yeah,
in
she's
all-
like a solo artist. She toured with Jack White.
Hell yeah, dude. Good
Yeah.
on her.
Anyway, hey Mathilde, you don't remember us. You'll never see this. I love you.
I'll stuff my bitterness now. I'll stuff my bitterness of other people succeeding down to be like, you know what?
I'll stuff my bitterness
Alright.
down of other people making it big without even trying while we practiced for years.
Nah,
and
we
nothing
really,
happened.
we really try, honestly. In hindsight,
Ah,
that was,
Yeah.
that was just that was just boys being boys.
I
you know
love
what
I
they
love
say?
how we forget all the bands that me and Cody played in after that. Like, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
We
Suffer someone's the opportunity, everybody.
I just took my hobby and just turned it into a huge vessel for broken dreams, you know?
The least likely one to succeed is the one most fondly remembered. Jesus Christ.
That was
So,
deep, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be alright.
Wait, whose turn is it for stories?
I think it's my turn.
Is
Yep.
it?
bringing up the rear. That's always.
Actually, it sounds really good.
I got a burp. It's down in my lungs. It's deep down in there. All right.
You should probably smoke a cigarette.
Is that cures hiccups, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And burps.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that, man. I would have switched over a long time ago.
It says that on the pack. Like, yeah, cures hiccups, cures...
It cures all diseases by killing you.
Yeah.
Technically, you don't have them anymore.
I mean, right?
Right.
Remember, kids, you don't have to do anything ever again. If you really don't want to do it, you have that one escape route.
It cures lung cancer by giving it to you and then killing you and then getting rid of it.
I was just going to say killing yourself.
Okay, well, that's true.
Don't want to go to work today? Well, you know, you don't have to go to work ever again.
Yeah, I don't know how I... Is this a lead into a new sponsor?
The joke suicide hotline?
I was just gonna say,
when
like...
you call, they pick up and just say, do it, pussy.
I was just gonna say Tractor Supply.
What's your story?
Kenyans charged with imitating president to con businessmen.
Sick.
It's
brutal.
A Kenyan court recently charged 7 men for impersonating President Uhuru Kenyatta and swindling a prominent businessman out of...
God bless you.
and swindling a prominent businessman out of 10 million shillings.
Is that a lot?
That's not a lot of money.
It's $100,000.
Oh my god. I mean, that's still a lot.
In a high-profile corruption case, because I think a $100,000 crime around here would be like pretty standard, like low-level court.
Yeah.
They only got like fucking $1 million in Kenya, so like $100,000 is a pretty big fucking deal.
It's 1/10 of the whole.
Right? Yeah, these fucking dudes got it.
You could probably get like 10 grand in Hollywood for charging 7 men, but that's a whole different thing.
But yeah, they had talked to a few businessmen, basically like saying that they were trying to sell them land in Kenya. Because Kenya, honestly, for Africa, they're probably like second best behind South Africa.
I'm sure they're doing good.
Like South Africa does all right. Like
apparently, all that white people in South Africa are dying off, or like
they're getting murdered off.
Well, I mean,
because black people are taking it back.
No,
from all the brutal oppression that they instilled.
Did you ever watch Black Taurus or Dark Taurus?
Yeah.
Do you remember the episode where they're all the like paranoid white people?
Yeah, they have the compounds and like there was
the best.
I was expecting to murder the random black dudes they saw on the trip there.
Yeah, I kind of was too.
Yeah.
It was very, very fun.
Very, very suspicious, but yeah, they were trying to sell them land and had even gone as far as to like, and these dudes own like a finance firm over there, so they had a little bit of money to throw around. You know,
it's like the Kenyan version of my dad.
Yeah, they actually like. One of the fraudsters like impersonated the guy's voice on the phone, and others arrived in like nice cars and suits and shit to like collect the money and kind of like show them a good time and stuff. You know, like
oh god, they're
like almost like they'd be the president. You know, like really put on a good show for it. Which, you know, like this is the next step. You know, like Nigeria, they did their thing. Well, it probably wasn't Nigeria. It's probably just some dude like down the street from you. But they said they're Nigerian princes. You know, like scamming, like you know.
No, that was always in broken English. It was not. It was not
a
from
few
the
thousand
States.
here and there, but you know.
No, they made hundreds of millions.
Well, over time, but
like
you know,
they made a fucking lot
per person. They got $100,000 off one guy.
Yeah.
All they had to do was like show up in like a fucking Rolls Royce and like talk some big numbers on the phone.
Money talks, even if it's not like real.
Guys, other than the fact that these guys got caught, I like their thing.
But now they have $100,000 to spend on a lawyer,
which is like a bunch over there. You can get like fucking 5 Johnny Cochrans for that.
Nice.
But let's see. Yeah, they haven't made a decision on the conviction, what they're going to do to him yet. Probably it's a lot. It's Kenya. That's a lot of money. They're probably gonna shit down their throats or something. It's pretty serious things down there.
I don't know what's going on in Kenya,
it's probably not much worse than what they're used to eating.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like Kenya's not that
We're gonna
bad.
feed you.
I don't know.
It's like 100 times better than the Congo,
The what?
Oh, yeah,
Democratic Republic of Congo
Yeah,
or
Congo's
whatever?
doing great.
or like the genocidal Republic of the Congo.
Is that Kony 2012?
I think that's just kind of like anywhere in the bush down there.
Oh,
That's really what
God.
I'm getting at.
One in the bush, one in the mountains, I think. Kenya's the mountains, right?
I just don't know how you think of this stuff on the fly. It amazes me.
I'm not.
I'm not sure I should be impressed or just like disappointed or worried. A little bit of both.
It's cool. His mom's worried. You don't have to. We don't have to worry.
No, she's giving up.
Chris is really worried. It keeps him up at night. I miss you, Chris. But
Good story.
yeah, I thought it was pretty edgy.
Yeah. I love a good edge.
I think it's time for whatever we decide to name this segment where Braden does a game.
Did you already
Braden's
hear-
Variety Hour.
Braden's.
Well, I love a good edge, but let's see what we got here. All right, so Ebony is a television network owner, and
Nice.
kind of like Ted Turner, and so she's let me get into
Multiple
character.
channels or just one channel?
No, just one channel. Well, she has multiple channels, but we're gonna be tasked with one. So I'm gonna channel my Ebony. Well, you boys.
Close enough.
You boys need to make us some prime channels for our prime demographic, which is ages 2 to 11. So we need some show ideas. So I need y'all to come up with some good shows. Well... Alright, so yeah, our goal here is...
To come up with a good show for an age group of 2 to 11-year-olds?
Yeah, it encompass all that. And that's a big age gap, so...
Oh, shit.
This is tough.
I can go ahead and start.
I'm going to start at 2-year-olds.
Okay.
Balls and shapes set to classical music.
Balls and shapes.
Balls and shapes. They just bounce around the screen.
So it's like a fucking
Wait,
2000.
wait.
It's like a 2000s web.
Does it have to be one show that encompasses the whole demographic?
Yeah.
Just one show? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, preferably.
Wait. Just one show that encompasses the...
Yeah, that's
Oh.
that's the age demographics that they have.
Oh, I thought you just had to have, like, a show that got one against
No,
the show.
you gotta appeal to everybody. It's like
Oh.
how Disney shit. You have jokes for the adults and the teen edgies and
Oh.
But you only have to go to 11 this time, so there doesn't have to be any
yeah.
actual innuendos.
Turn that to 11.
I like that idea.
Alright, so 11. Alright, how old was I when I was 11? 5th grade.
Guitar Hero. Cody.
Nah, that was a little bit later.
Really? We jammed on Guitar Hero a lot in 8th grade.
No, I'm talking about 5th grade. That was 11. 5th
Oh, I
grade.
thought you... Okay.
Let's see. I wouldn't have gotten most sex jokes. That would be pretty over my head. Most of them. Some of them would have been like,
Yeah.
they're getting at something here. But, because the public education system for sex ed is piss poor.
Oh, especially in the South.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know what the fuck. We still don't know what's going on down there.
Yeah,
That's fine.
let's talk about all these AIDS in Atlanta, so,
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, okay. You guys got any ideas on that?
Oh no,
I don't know, some cartoon sitcom-y thing that sort of, because by the age of 11 you're going to be getting, well, in the cookie cutter family around the age of 11 you're going to be getting the talk. You're going to be thinking about jacking it.
But
You're going to be
but you're still pretty innocent, like you know.
you need to have a show to positively influence your audience, because they're going to get exposed to that anyway. So
Teach him not to use shampoo.
the protagonist is going to go through normal life situations where he comes across this stuff and he's introduced to this stuff, but they talk about it in a way that isn't so graphic, and it's like he goes to the bathroom, he finds some lotion, and he's like, oh. What can I do with that lotion?
See,
and then the dad walks in when he's naked. He's like, well.
Are you saying they have like awkward pauses where they look at the camera like fucking Blue's Clues? What can I do with this lotion? Just stares at it for like 30 seconds.
But see, we're not catering. Yeah.
Well, it's like Dora the Explorer, like waiting for like an audience response. Good.
But, yeah.
I can put it on my skin.
But see, we can't cater only to 11-year-old.
Because 11's where it starts.
Yeah,
11's where it stops.
Yeah, like like we're getting a pretty. You gotta appeal to like a 2-year-old, which that's just the parents putting it on. So
yeah,
at that point, I think we need to appeal to dad. So I think we need to do a show about. Let's say they're older kids, like Saved by the Bell, but they're like played by like. It's a high school drama thing. But they're played by kids who are, like, older than 18. So there's a little something in it for daddy, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, my God.
But, like, it's just them getting up to some hijinks, Hijinks.
Topanga.
And they're,
what?
pranks like kids would like, like, it's kind of out there, maybe. I don't know.
Boy Meets World really is kind of that one show that didn't really touch on a lot of the inappropriate stuff, and really anybody could have watched it.
Yeah, that's kind of
whether you liked it or not.
That's kind of hitting the whole spectrum here. But we need something ridiculous. We need something that's going to catch people's attentions, because that's how you make it in today's society. They
definitely have a mentally challenged kid, so kids can learn to.
So they already had someone on the spectrum, so it's fine.
Actually, no. I like this. You stumbled onto something great here.
Thanks, man.
You're hitting the nail on the head, or you're just dancing around it here. All right, retarded kids, man.
Okay, all right.
I don't
know if I like where this is going.
They have the mind of someone between the ages of like say 5 and 7, or 2 and 7, depending on how much it is. And so little kids can relate to retarded people, pretty well.
Okay.
But also, around the time you're 11, 10, and all that, you start getting pretty mean, and you're, making fun of retarded kids. So it's the show
I can't
so
relate.
it's the show where you come into it identifying with the retarded kids, yeah, man, fucking tying my shoes is real fucking hard, to, being, 10 years old, little Stevie can't fucking tie his shoes, what a fucking idiot, It really plays to, the cruelness of maturity.
Maybe you could teach them to not be cruel.
No, it's not edgy though. That's not grabbing. Gotta be edgy.
Here's where the edge is. It's called Close Encounters of the Tard Kind.
Shut the fuck up. And all of this was taught by Steven Spielberg's ableist dad, who just fucking could not handle the handicap parking spaces. He's just like, I fucking hate him, and then he just ran it to his child, Steven Spielberg.
I'm not saying I agree with exploiting retarded children or retarded people.
You're just saying it's good TV.
I'm just saying it's going to easily encompass the entire age range here.
Yeah, I guess.
But so. I think a show that had a very Blue's Clues-y-esque thing, because Blue's Clues surprisingly was one of those shows that really did hit a demographic of 4 years old to straight up. I swear I knew 12-year-olds that watched that show.
I was past Blue's Clues at 12.
I was way past. I'm just saying that people existed that watched it. But some show like that,
I was already shoving my dick in
the
the couch
where they're teaching kids about the cornucopia of things that kids learn about between the ages of 2 and 11.
See, you need
and for the stuff the 2-year-olds don't get, that's fine. They don't need to get it. The kids that are older will get it. Shows like SpongeBob SquarePants had tons of sexual innuendos, and the kids didn't understand it. They just bypassed it.
You knew something was going on.
So you're saying we can make almost any cartoon, we just can't use swear words, basically?
I mean, essentially.
Or you just make up swear words like that one SpongeBob episode.
Yeah, because think about Looney Tunes.
Fish paste.
All Looney Tunes was crazy slapstick humor, some jokes, some subtle racism, and dude, you watch that from the time you're born to I still watch Looney Tunes. Wile E. Coyote, Roadrunner.
That's just because you're a fucking stoner, though.
No, exactly, because kids are never going to...
Demographic is demographic, damn it.
Kids are never going to pick up on stuff like that. Even in middle school, they don't think about that stuff.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
Exactly. So what are you guys' show's ideas? Because so far I'm the only one who's come up with anything. Tard Encounters of the Third Kind, and we can't run just that on a network.
I mean, we can just reruns. It's like
it's like Law and Order on USA.
Or like South Park on Comedy Central.
It's like how Cartoon Network started. They just played Jabberjaw and Speed Buggy all day. God, the greatest cartoons to ever grace our fucking eyeballs. So my idea is more or less, it's kind of like a reboot, but a prequel of Peppa Pig. And it's like when Peppa's younger, you know, like even smaller, and her dad is like constantly like warned to shit. He's mainly like the focal character, and he's always got like 5 o'clock shadow on his chin. And you know how they have like those cock heads in Peppa Pig, like their heads look like a cock, right?
Now I can't say I'm horrifically versed on Peppa Pig.
Do you want to see a picture of
yeah, like I kind of got those dick nose things going on.
Yeah, their entire head is like a fucking ball sack and dick.
Yeah, because I saw where someone tried to make like Peppa Pig cookies, and it came out as just dick cookies.
Yeah, exactly.
But I will admit, it looked like you couldn't get any closer to the characters in the thing, but it just came out very dick-like.
It looks like in Always Sunny, the fucking bicep invitation. Like,
yeah.
It looks like a dick. It just, their heads look like fucking dicks. It's just, I don't know if that was intentional, but it's amazing.
Look at all the noses on fucking SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, that's very true. Actually, do you know who Cupcake is? She's like this chick rapper that just makes like super ridiculous over the top sleazy. Just came off the music video called Squidward Nose, which is her riding like Squidward's nose. So it's kind of fun.
I love it.
No, you know, see, like sluttiness isn't artisticness, so like I don't listen to slutty fucking chick rappers.
It's funny though. So I think comedy is art. So
comedy is pain.
Yeah, well that's true. But
speaking of, rest in peace, Brody Stevens.
Oof, that's a hard one.
Yeah, dude, he was a really funny fucking guy.
Yeah. Ripperino. Jesus Christ.
Ripperino. Rip.
That's a I think that's a knife in Counter-Strike. But so we got Peppa's dad. You know, he's getting the fucking like 5 o'clock shadow, and that's about like getting your ball hairs for like 11-year-olds, and his wife at the time, because Peppa's mom isn't the original wife, she's the stepmom. We just don't learn that till later on. But
of course they won't mention it because
the original wife is she's an oyster.
I think you're onto something. I think we need like kind of like a cartoon. Like remember Rocket Power?
Yeah.
Something like that, but like instead of the mom just being dead or just not around or whatever was going on there, just like a show like with kids with divorced parents.
I think
yeah, like it's like
I mean it's a good dose of reality.
Yeah, that's the feel I got from
like,
Rocket Power as they were divorced.
Because usually what's going on between the ages of 2 and 11 is your parents are getting divorced nowadays.
Yeah, the nice like fuzzy times have worn off. The like novelty of having a kid totally worn off.
Yeah.
You gotta nip that marriage in the bud, you know?
Yeah, you guys have been bitching about diapers and shit, and you both realize that you're both shitty humans and you don't want to be with each other. So,
yeah, you just wanted to be together because, you know, you had this child. And
yeah, so you're going to pawn off your problems on step-parents.
Yeah, it's exactly.
That's the American way.
It's American way.
You know, like, you know, so be it. That's how we do it.
That's good.
Yeah, so basically that's what this show's going to be.
That's how we were raised.
Yeah. It's going to be, well, I was raised in a very traditional household in my teenage years.
Oh, okay.
That's when it all fell apart.
Damn.
And not because of me. Hoorah.
Hoorah. So sweet.
There was that time that you had to push back the insurance check because you smoked weed and you had to get drug tested. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, tell my mom.
And it was like the first time you'd ever smoked, too.
It's really weird.
Yeah. Good fucking timing, dude. Amazing. And I've never had to have a drug test for an insurance company. It's so weird. Is that a thing?
Well, that was around the time they started bitching about people smoking on insurance. Like, they started charging more rates for cigarettes. So, you know, that was gold.
You just say no, right? I mean, oh, no, I've never smoked in my life. I mean,
that's what everyone does.
I just shove my head in like a fucking in like in the top of
I mean, you still can
I pretend I'm Santa Claus and I just shove my head in every chimney and just inhale while they're going.
I mean, you can get lung cancer without
I don't
smoking
smoke,
a day in your
though.
life, so like, what are they gonna do? Be like, oh, this was a smoker's lung.
Yeah.
I mean, after you die, but you're dead, so fuck them. You're not gonna give a shit. They're not gonna. It's like they're gonna come find you in the ground.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah,
Just pass that debt on to your fam. It's fine. What?
So yeah, I'm thinking, Divorce, a kid show.
Okay.
So and then we have Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Divorce, a kid show, and then so what's the third one?
I had a kind of idea. It's like a weird Barney ripoff, but you have all these scenarios in which kids can be educated on. The Barney knockoff character, I don't know what animal or creature he's going to be.
I'm thinking Barney, but like
How about the New Philadelphia Flyers?
Listen, hear me out. Kids need to be cultured on all the extremities of life. So the Barney-esque character, whatever he's going to be like rapey as hell, and he's gonna or molester-esque.
Basically,
and he's going to be like hitting on the kids like subtly, but like not to the point where like the parents are like, oh god, but it's like the point where like, when you get older, it's kind of like, oh wow, this is some real like.
Basically, you want a Barney, but instead of Barney being a likable character, you want to be an unlikable character that is just a portrayal of everything that's wrong with people.
Well, no, but the kids aren't going to know that. They're just going to think he's some like. They're gonna. It's introducing them to the concepts when they. But no, let me just keep going. So then you're going to have like 2 boy or 2 girl characters who are always like super duper close to each other and always just like playing with each other like really, really closely, and that's going to kind of like be like the whole like introduction of like, oh yeah, there's gay people and they exist, and there's going to be just all these introductions.
That's very brave. Brave.
So it's going to be introducing them to other facets of life while.
And again, they're not bad. They're not bad things, but it's like subtle introductions to things that like they won't like be like introduced to later on. It's like, oh, I'm already used to this, so it can actually make them more accepting of the reality.
They learn what a power bottom is from a young age.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
I see what you're getting at.
I think we can build on that, but I think it's just like, because even in like Barney, they had the kid. I don't think he was mentally challenged. But he was
physically challenged.
I think he was physically challenged, and he was covered in like braces, and like.
God, I miss the old head braces, the thing that wrapped all the way around your head.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It introduces.
We missed that barely.
Mr. Rogers was the same way. It was just like a introduction to the harshness of reality.
Was that really what Mr. Rogers was about?
That wasn't.
No, it wasn't. But he
I thought that's what Bob Ross was.
That was what Bob Ross was about.
He had always
sure.
Mr. Rogers had all these different like little guests, and they were just like a black cop and like a.
Was Mike Tyson ever on
handicapped kid
Mr. Rogers?
I don't think so.
That would have been so good. That would have been amazing. That would have been like the power lineup.
See,
Mr. Rogers bites his ear off.
What I was going to go with, what I was thinking, like what you were trying to get at, is like it's almost like having a show where like the main character is just an unlikable guy, but he's just a terrible person in a lot of different ways. Like just every episode is him being terrible in a different way. Like like he's trying to sell drugs to children, or like he's just creepy towards women. Or it's just...
I don't think this is marketable to 2 to 11-year-olds.
No. But like it's funny. Like it's kind of like funny for kids. But like
it's funny for kids.
Because
they're like, I know
because
that
he loses in the end.
I know that guy. He's always trying to they relate to that guy trying to.
But he always loses in the end. So they're like they see like someone's being scuzzy.
That's not realistic
No,
though.
if someone's being scuzzy out in the real world, they're like, oh, this is just like, the Flim Flam man from the Flim Flam cartoon.
God, I love the word Flim Flam.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It sounds racist, but it's not. Look it up. Wikipedia.
No, it just means like a bullshit artist.
It's a con artist. It's a perfectly acceptable form of Americana literature.
Yep.
God damn it.
I mean, our president is one, so it's fine.
actually did flim flam his way to
He's
the
the
top.
greatest flim flam man of all time.
It's really quite impressive, whether you hate him or love him. It's
Because, I mean, like, he won that presidency selling an idea, not himself.
Speaking of phlegm, Peppa's dad will also he has chronic nostril issues and is always shooting his snot all over.
There's just lung butter piling up everywhere.
Yeah, just all over the place.
long butter.
That bitch is like a lung butter cannon, just pulls a nostril, just shoots it out.
Yeah, it's all over like every other character's face, constantly.
But yeah,
Well,
I think I think that we're off to a good channel here.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think the FCC is gonna have any problems with this.
Well, boys, I like what you're presenting. Oh, thank you, Ebony.
Well, I'm gonna go destroy a small business. Do.
I'm gonna go save the bison population. I don't know why she slowly became Louis Armstrong.
I'm gonna go save the buffalo population. What a wonderful world.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is it over yet?
Oh,
Yeah.
With on that note, guys, we know you're eager for us to continue on, but
No, no.
you know we got things and slings to do, you know, and we gotta go. Y'all need to leave. So thanks.
Get fucked.
Bitch.